Welcome back to Mindful Chatter, where the focus is Black women's mental health. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2023 is off to a good start for you. I know some of us have made resolutions. I went to the gym today and the parking lot was full, so I can tell that losing weight and getting healthy is on many people's list. Some of us have decided that we want to travel more or do a better job of managing our finances. I hope that as we're giving thought to the things that we want to do differently this year, that getting real about our mental health is at the top of the list. Today I want to resume a discussion I started a little while back. Last month I did a post on some of the comments surrounding Keke Palmer's pregnancy announcement, and I really did want to expand the discussion on why we need to protect our fertility. Unfortunately, we're a part of a community where we aren't protected, and many of the men literally don't feel that we're supposed to be provided for. We're getting involved with these dudes who don't mean us any good, and we're putting our lives at risk. Pregnancy is a medical condition, and it can result in death. Black maternal mortality rates are 3 times that of non-Black women. There were a few cases that I remember making national headlines. One was of Dr. Shanice Wallace, a 30-year-old pediatric resident from Indiana, who suffered postpartum complications and died 2 days after giving birth to her daughter. Another was of Kira Johnson, a 39-year-old mother who had a scheduled cesarean section and hemorrhaged. She was TV judge Glenda Hatchett's daughter-in-law. Some of us will get involved with a guy like, oh, okay, well, if I get pregnant, it's okay because I've always wanted a baby and I feel like I'm in a position to be able to take care of a child. But we're not thinking of any of the other factors surrounding a pregnancy. It's a blessing to go from conception to having a healthy baby and your health intact. We forget that this is not the case for every woman and that there is very serious risk involved. Preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, and other pregnancy-related complications do arise. What are you going to do if your pregnancy is considered high risk and you get put on bed rest? Are you going to be in a position financially to be able to support yourself for the duration of your pregnancy? Are you going to be able to maintain and pay all of your bills while you're out on bed rest and he's sitting up talking about he don't owe you nothing? What if you experience severe morning sickness? You can be sick all day, every day, and that sickness can last for the duration of your pregnancy. I read an article about a woman who had a condition called hyperemesis gravidarum, where she was throwing up like 25 times a day. And she was so miserable and unable to function that she actually elected to terminate the pregnancy because she was unable to care for her 2-year-old. Who's going to take care of you if any of these issues arise? You may have some money saved up, but most of us are not independently wealthy. And something like complications from pregnancy can literally bankrupt you. About 32% of the women in the U.S. have their babies delivered via C-section. So there's a very good chance that while you thought you were about to go up in there and have yourself a natural birth, that you will actually end up undergoing a major surgical procedure to deliver your child. What if you suffer complications from that surgery? Another harsh reality is the fact that the baby may not survive. Black infant mortality rates are twice that of non-Black women. So now on top of all of the complications that you may have experienced while you were pregnant, your baby may pass away. These are the kinds of situations that can have a devastating effect on your mental health. There are women who have suffered losses like this or had these kinds of experiences, and they are still struggling to heal years later because it's so traumatic. I know some of us are dealing with low self-esteem and settle for these BS situations. We really have to make it a priority to deal with whatever we have going on and hold space for the fact that the issue may be deeper than you think. Research shows that conditions like depression actually manifest differently in Black women. So while you may be expecting that to look like sadness all the time, feeling hopeless or like you want to do something to harm yourself, things like sleeplessness, aches and pains, and irritability have actually been reported by Black women as symptoms of their condition. Whatever it is, we want to get to the root of it because we definitely can't afford to be taking chances with our health and well-being. If you enjoy the content that I produce here at Mindful Chatter, please hit that subscribe button, like, and share this video. Thanks for listening.